So we begin this practice standing up tall, bringing the head, neck, and trunk into a long line. In a mountain pose, feet hip distance apart. Pelvis in a neutral position. Arms long beside you. Shoulders back and down. Reaching up through the crown of your head. Feel simultaneously the ground beneath your feet and the sky above you. And come into your awareness of breath. Allow yourself to set an intention if you would like. Rolling shoulders up, back, and down. Taking the right arm up to the sky, back and around. Taking circles with the arm. Feeling into the shoulder, to the pectoral muscle. And taking those circles in the other direction. You might hear some cracking and some popping. And taking the arm up, taking circles with the wrist in each direction. Relaxing the right arm down. And taking the left arm up and back. Coming into circles with that left arm. Try to keep your hips forward. Still standing up nice and tall. And taking the circles in the other direction. Taking the arm up to the sky and taking circles with the wrist in both directions. And releasing the arm down. Take the left ear to the left shoulder. Bring the left hand up and press against the right side of the head. Ever so gently stretching into the right side of the neck. And moving it to the other side, right ear to right shoulder. Right hand presses against the left side of the neck. Lifting the head, turning the head side to side. And bringing your hands to your heart, prayer position. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the quadriceps engage to stabilize the hips and the knees. Inhaling the arms out and up. Exhale, return the hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, return the hands to the heart center. Moving slowly, again inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, 10 fingers to the heart. Moving again, inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhaling the arms out and up. Exhale, sweep the arms now around and back to the heart. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, sweep the arms back to the heart. Inhale, take the arms out and up, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, hands sweep back to the heart. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hands sweep to the heart. Let's take the right hand to the wall. Bending the left knee, grab the left foot. Keeping the left knee in line with the left hip, tuck the tailbone down, engage your core, stretching into the quadricep. Just taking a moment, now that we've opened the shoulders a bit, to work into those legs. Use the support of the wall, but try to stay upright over that right foot. Let's see if we can hug the left knee in, using one or both hands. And releasing that foot down. Turn so the left hand can come to the wall. And let's grab the right foot with the right hand, keeping the right knee in line with the right hip. Tuck the tailbone under, engage the core. And breathe. And hugging that right knee in with one or both hands. Release it down, shake it out. And bringing hands to the heart again, mountain pose. Inhale the arms out and up, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, bending from the tops of your thighs. Take a moment to hang here. Maybe shake the head out, yes and no. You can give a little bend to the knees if the hamstrings are tight. Feeling those hamstrings stretch, let's inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's repeat that movement. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, diving forward. Bend from your thighs rather than your waist. Keep the spine long as you hang here. Feeling into those hamstrings, letting the spine decompress. Inhaling the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, take the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Again, maybe shake the head out a little, yes and no. Giving the spine time to open. Let's take the hands to opposite elbow. Let your head hang. Stretching deeper into that shoulder girdle. Inhale, take the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale again, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, diving forward. Hands to opposite elbow again. Taking the time to open. If you tend to be a mover and a doer, this is a great practice to really settle into the subtle sensations. Feel those sit bones lift. And let's inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Finding your breath. Feeling the ground beneath you. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, diving forward. Take the hands to the knees or the thighs and flatten your back actively. Draw your navel in. Get long through your spine. And then sink back into your legs. You can sweep the arms out and up. Hands to the heart or sweep the hands around, your choice. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, diving forward. Again, rise up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Lengthen through your spine. Open your heart, let your shoulders ease back. Feel the low back is flat. Exhale, sinking into those hamstrings. If your lower back bothers you coming up, give a little bend to the knees. And inhale the arms out and up. Exhaling, hands to the heart center. Inhale again, take the arms out and up. Exhale, diving forward. Rising up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, get nice and long through the spine. Exhale. Finding your way into your legs again. Inhaling the arms out and up. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Walk to the front of your mat so you have enough space. Inhale the arms out and up, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, forward, forward, Uttanasana. Inhale up halfway, lengthen your spine. Engage the core, exhale, diving forward. Walking the feet back, bring your knees to the ground. Come back to child's pose. And breathe. You can always bring support between your seat and your feet, or something underneath the head. Feeling the stretch through the hips and the back. And let's thread the right arm underneath the left in child. Nice deep breath, stretching into those shoulder blades. And taking that right arm out, let's thread the left arm through, coming onto the left shoulder. And stretching that left arm long. Let's come onto the hands and knees. Let's spread out through the fingers, root through the knuckles. Index or middle finger forward, your choice. Let's stretch that right leg out, curl the right toes under. And then stretch the left leg out with it, engaging the core. Send your tailbone back as you're in plank pose. You don't want the hips too low, and you don't want the hips too high. You want to be right in the spot where the hips are lower than the shoulders but higher than the heels. Draw the navel in and up. Let's take it back to child. Take a break, breathe. Rising up again onto hands and knees. Let's try our plank again. Stretch the left leg out and stretch the right leg out. Your abdomen will shake, that's okay. Engage your core, try not to round through the back. Keep the neck long, push through your heels so your quads engage as well. Deep breaths. Let's take it back to Balasana, child's pose. Deep breaths. Learning plank is such a vital thing. If you need to, you can take circles with your wrists. Because plank is part of the vinyasa, the movement we take in between standing sets and sun salutations. And so often, because plank pose is so challenging, we sort of bypass the structural integrity of our movement in the vinyasa. Let's come back onto our hands and knees. Stretch that right leg out again. Left leg out, coming into your Purvottasana, your plank. Keep your hands and feet where they are and press back to downward facing dog. Backs of the legs press back. Let's bend the knees. Start to pedal. Bend one knee, push into the other heel, feeling into your hamstrings. Now this might be wider between your hands and feet than you're used to, and that's perfect. We want the same distance between our hands and feet in plank and downward facing dog. Keep ears in line with arms. Lift your sit bones up. Keep length through the sides of your body. Don't hyperextend in those shoulders. Draw the belly towards the thighs rather than the chest. And breathe. Inhale to your plank, engage your core. Exhale, coming back to child's pose, Balasana. It might feel nice to have the arms alongside the legs, especially if your shoulders are feeling all of this. Maybe turn your head to one side. Deep breaths. Allow yourself to have these spaces of ease. And turning the head in the other direction if your head is to one side. And taking the arms out. Let's find our way back into plank. Curl the toes under. And keep that distance between the limbs. Come back to downward facing dog. Press through the backs of your legs rather than your heels. Look up to the hands and walk the feet to the hands. If the feet don't make it to the hands, you can walk the hands back to the feet. Come into your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Deep breaths in your mountain pose. Feel the warmth in your body. Feel how things are building. Feel how your understanding is building. And inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen your spine, engage your core, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, sink into those hamstrings. Let's take it back to plank again, engage your core, and press back to downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. Let's walk feet to hands again. Uttanasana, forward fold. Lift those sit bones up. Inhale the arms out and up. Yogi's choice to bring the hands to the heart. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen the spine. Open the heart and release it forward. Take it back to plank, engage your core. And back to downward facing dog, and breathe. Nice deep breaths. Walking feet to the hands, hang out over your legs again. Feel how much easier these things are becoming, or at least familiar. Let's take the arms out and up, inhale. Exhale, hands return to the heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, rise up halfway. Lengthen. Exhale, keep that long spine as you come back to plank. Take it back to downward facing dog. Deep breaths. Bend the knees a little if the hamstrings are really tight. Inhaling to your plank again. Let's bring the knees to the ground. Start to arch your low back. This is going to take time to learn, okay? Start to draw the elbows toward your torso as you lower your chest and chin down. Now this may result in the belly coming more to the ground. That's okay over time. You'll find your way into Hamsa. Press yourself back up and into child. These little push-ups out of it actually build the shoulder strength to stabilize us coming down into it. Like I said, it's not usually something we get on the first try. It requires a lot of openness through the pectorals, the shoulder blades, and so on. Let's come back onto the hands and knees, come back to plank, take it back to downward facing dog, and breathe. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees to the ground. Keep the toes curled under, arch the low back. Draw the elbows in as you lower into Hamsa, knees, chest, chin. Breathe. Press the arms down, lift up and back into child. When you press up, try to keep the elbows in toward the body as opposed to pointing out. Another reason this is tricky for us is because we're used to what we do with push-ups, and it's a different direction for the elbows. Let's come back into our downward facing dog. Deep breaths, keep the neck long. Inhale to plank. Now let's hug both arms in as we lower the torso to the ground. Let's take it back to child. And breathe. Maybe take circles with the wrists. You might be feeling a lot in the wrists. This is a lot of upper body strength for Sun Salutations. Let's find our way back up into downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Working on Chaturanga, hug the arms in toward the body until the body's level, and then lower to the ground. Let's take it back to child. As we work on this Chaturanga, again, it'll take time. The full Chaturanga, we don't touch the ground in the descent, but that takes time to get to. So just start to work on building the shoulder strength to lower yourself down. We want to eventually have the body be in one nice long line as we lower. Let's take it back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees to the ground. Come back to child. And then let's come onto our bellies. Stretch the legs out behind you. Practicing Bhujangasana, Cobra. Bring your fingertips under your shoulders. Spread the hands out. Hug the elbows in toward the body. Press into the tops of the feet. Feel the thighs lift. Push your pubic bone into the ground. Lift your heart, but keep your belly button rooted. Hug the arms in toward the body. Keep a long spine. Keep pressing into the ground. Keep the neck long. Take it back to child's pose. Deep breaths. Finding your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Try it out again. Hug those elbows in. To unravel to the ground. Tuck the tailbone under. Press into the tops of the feet. Hug the arms in. Relax the shoulders back. Cobra, lifting the heart. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. Taking it back to child. Feel how your child's pose is evolving. You can take the arms alongside you if your shoulders are tired. Deep, deep breaths. Maybe taking the head to one side again. If the head is to one side, take it to the other. Taking the arms long. Find our way back to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Hugging the arms in toward the body, chaturanga. Lowering down now to upward facing dog. Draw your heart forward, lift your rib cage between your arms, keep the tailbone tucked, push into the tops of the feet, lift your heart. Take it back to child. Upward facing dog can be more challenging on the lower back, requires more of our core to lift, so you really want to engage the belly and tuck the tailbone under when you're there. Finding your way up, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Hamsa, hug those arms in toward the body. Unraveling out and up, upward facing dog. Lift the heart up between the arms. Lift the belly button off the ground. Take it back to child. And breathe. Have patience with your body. It can be really intense to do these repetitive movements, but it's necessary for the body to learn, to remember. Let's come back to downward facing dog. Let's walk the feet to the hands and hang out over your legs. Hands to opposite elbow like the beginning. Let's sway side to side, stretching into the torso. And releasing the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Find your breath. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, rise up halfway, flatten out your back again, engage your core. Exhale, releasing. Taking it back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Deep breaths. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Unraveling into your cobra, belly button on the ground. Lengthen your spine, hug the arms in, press into the tops of the feet. Exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. So we're in a full vinyasa now. Take the feet to the hands, hang out over your legs. Inhale the arms out and up. Yogi's choice, bring the hands to the heart. That's one full Surya Namaskar. Find your breath, feel your breath. Take the arms out and up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Rising up halfway, flatten out the back. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, folding forward. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale back. You've got the right distance between your hands and feet. Floating to plank again. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Hug those arms in. Engage the core. Unravel to cobra. Keep the spine nice and long. Lower back flat. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Let's try walking the hands back to the feet, coming into that forward fold. So if you really struggle getting feet to hands, you can always walk it back. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. If you're at the back of your mat, come to the front. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, diving forward. Rising up halfway, open your heart. Exhale, releasing forward. Take it back, downward facing dog. Float to plank. Find your distance. Take it back, downward facing. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, hug the arms in. Unraveling to upward facing dog, draw the heart forward, tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet to hands or hands to feet. Hang out over your legs. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, take the arms overhead, Hasta Tadasana, folding forward, Uttanasana. Rise up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Floating to Purvottasana, plank. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, Purvottasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale back to child's pose. Deep, deep breaths. Relax. And finding your way onto your seat, let's stretch the legs out. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana. So bring your feet together, knees open. Okay, you can come to sit on a blanket or pillow if you would like to. Let's take circles with the neck, bringing your chin to your chest and gently circling the neck. Taking it in the other direction. Lifting the head up. Let's adjust, push the outer edges of the feet together, and come forward, bending from the tops of your thighs. And breathe. You can take your hands to your legs or the ground. Deep breaths, pushing the seat back. With so much coming forward, try to keep a long spine. If you want to go forward, you can. If you want to go further, you can. Breathe. Have patience with your body. So often we want the maximum experience all at once, and it takes time for the body to release what it's been through, to find space. You did a lot of moving, so enjoy being here, enjoy breathing. Let's slowly unravel up. Draw your knees together. Let's extend the legs out. Now again, you can come to sit on a blanket or a pillow if you'd like. The blanket or pillow will elevate your hips above your knees so that you can fold easier from your hip crease. Keeping the toes curled toward the head, extend the arms out. However far you can go, try to keep a long spine. And have patience, breathe. Deep breaths. Nice and long. Maybe you can go forward further. Allowing the hamstrings to release. It might feel nice to bring your chin to your chest and allow your thoracic spine to release as well. Unraveling your spine up. Let's plant the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Take your left elbow to your right knee, right hand behind you on the ground. And twist to the right. Curl those left toes toward the head. Sit up nice and tall. And just breathe as you bring out the spine. Now let's turn to center and take a little counter twist. Keep your legs in position, but turn to the left. Nice open through the belly. Turn back to center, stretch the right leg out, and bring the left to the outside of the right knee. Twisting to the left now, right elbow to left knee, left hand behind you. Curl those right toes towards your head so you keep the hips anchored. And breathe. And turning back to center, get a little counter twist to the right. And turning to center, stretch your legs out. Let's find our way onto the wall. So I want you to bring your seat close to the wall. And we're going to take the legs up the wall, coming into restorative legs up the wall. If you're having trouble getting your seat flush with the wall, you have to bring your butt right against the wall before you take the legs up. You can take your pillow or blanket under your head. You can let the arms be overhead and just breathe, feeling the back sink into the ground. And just resting. You moved so much, you did so much. Restorative postures are fantastic because they allow us to rest while remaining awake. So feel how the legs are stretching. If we have any issues with vascular disorders, with varicose veins, with restless leg syndrome, with any hypertension, this is a fantastic posture. If the lower back needs more support, you can always slide a pillow or a blanket underneath it here. If your thoughts are many, if it's hard to not be distracted, come back to your breath. And tug the knees into the chest. Roll to the left. Just let the knees fall to the left, coming into a twist. Look out to your right hand. And again, come into your awareness of breathing. Maybe bring the left hand to the belly to feel the breath. And lifting the knees up, taking the twist to the right, looking out to the left hand. And breathe. Maybe taking the right hand to the belly. And hugging the knees back into the chest. Let's bring the feet to the wall, knees open to the sides. And you can scoot as close to the wall as your legs will allow, adjusting the height of the feet for what's comfortable. Coming into a supported variation of Baddha Konasana. And breathe. Hugging the knees in, let's roll to the right. Coming into the fetal position, taking a moment there, not in any rush. And let's ever so gently press ourselves up. We're going to set up for our corpse pose, our Shavasana, making sure you're warm and comfortable. Lying flat on the ground. If the lower back needs support, you can bring something underneath the knees. Making sure that you're warm, that being present is effortless. And feel the ground beneath you in such a way that you allow yourself to be held. So there's a release, a dropping down, a letting go. And you just move through a lot of dynamic motions, a lot of dynamic action. Let's experience dynamic stillness now. Where we are able to feel that we aren't actively moving, but so much is happening. So much sensation. So much breath. And as the thoughts come in, just tell yourself that they have nothing to do with you. And allow your direct experience of your body, of your breath, to be more interesting to you than the thoughts. Feel your breath moving like a wave through this very still form. Feel the inhale move from the feet all the way up the body to the crown of the head. And feel the exhale move from the crown all the way down to the feet. Each breath like a wave. Allow each inhale to encourage you to be present, and allow each exhale to drop you deeper inward. And feel another 10 deep breaths without distraction. Now let's start to bring more of your attention back to the room. If it's drifted out and in, bring it firmly back to the senses, to the body. And let's slowly start to move your hands and your feet. Stretching your arms overhead and your legs away. And rolling to the right side. Hugging your knees into your chest, pausing in the fetal position. And when you're ready to, slowly pressing yourself up to sit and come into a comfortable seat. And taking a few breaths here, feel the sits bones sinking into the ground. Feel the length and radiance of the spine. Feel your body breathing. And bringing your hands to your heart in prayer position. Om Shanti. Namaste.